Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop and music journalist Mark Walter Ward. They have discussions about hip hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? This is Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Mark Walter Ward and the long-awaited reunion of my co-host St. Laz. How you doing, brother?
What's good, my broski?
Chilling.
How you been?
Man, I'm cooling. I'm in Florida things are just different. Just like in New York, I guess things is mad different. So we be experiencing stuff that like most of America don't be seeing, just from different perspectives. You feel me? So it's been a lot of madness with the school shit. I don't know if you've had to deal with any of them issues, but that contact tracing is crazy.
Yeah, man, it's all type of craziness going on. One of my kids is back in school, and my other kid, I'm about to private school, online private school up, man, because too much bullshit going on.
Word, like, bruh. Like you know, my wife a teacher, right? So through either contact tracing or whatever, it ended up my whole family was in the house, right? And I was the only one that caught COVID out of everybody.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
How was that shit? How was that COVID shit for you?
Nothing really.
Shit wasn't really. You ain't really have no crazy symptoms.
Nah, not at all. Not I mean, like a little bit like a cold or whatever, but I'm Mr. Super Supplement Exercise Man.
Word, man.
Get all that get that sunlight and all that shit.
Yeah, man. I feel like mad motherfuckers had that shit, bro. I feel like I had that shit. Like when I think about like when COVID was popping and shit like that, when it first started popping, I think I probably had that shit too, my nigga. Because I remember a point in time where I couldn't taste, smell shit for a couple of weeks. You feel what I'm saying? I had a little bullshit hacking cough that wouldn't go away for a couple of weeks, like not even for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. I had a little annoying hacking cough that wouldn't go away for months, my nigga.
I bet you ain't stopped smoking though.
Nah, man.
I feel you. Me neither.
When I got a real, I've had lung infections. Like I've had like pneumonia and my lungs fucked up. When my shit is like that, I can't smoke. You heard? So I'm the type of nigga. If my shit hurting too bad, I ain't fucking with it.
Nah, I can dig it. Hey, so and I'm kind of glad about this because you don't just need to be known as no prison storyteller. I see you just told kind of transitioning into being known as a storyteller. Period. Because I mean, your Brooklyn growing up stories is great. Your music stories is great. But like at what point did you realize like, yo, man, I'm just a great storyteller, not no prison stories and all that.
Yeah, I just ain't want to be. I don't want to be in a prison story box forever. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to let niggas know I got all type of stories. Know what I mean? I ain't trying to just. Know what I mean? And plus, I only did 6 years in prison, so it's like eventually them shit's gonna run out. I wasn't in jail my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? But I got a whole bunch of other stories, man. I ain't really trying to be in that prison story box, my nigga. So I had to expand. Niggas be like, yo, lads, you ran out of jail stories. I ain't run out of jail stories, my nigga. I just want to give niggas a rest from the jail story shit from me. But I just dropped a jail story today. So it's like, I mean, I rotate with that shit. The violent jail shit do more numbers than anything.
Yeah, I know. Like on my when I go on YouTube, if a video of yours is suggested to me, it's always a jail jump. Even if it's like, for instance, I ain't never seen like the fat vegetarian that ain't never been suggested by the algorithm. You know what I mean?
It's funny though, my nigga, because the fat vegetarian is the show that has the potential to make the most money, my nigga. Like based on RPM and CPM and all of that. So I'm about to go crazy with the fat vegetarian soon, my nigga. But
no, that's a reflection on me because I ain't doing nothing but sitting there watching gangster rap shit on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, me too. Like, look at the numbers on the fat vegetarian. Like, some of them shits got big numbers, but a lot of them shits don't got big numbers like that because they don't be getting pushed like that because the crowd on my channel is mostly here for that for that smoke. You feel me? So them niggas be wanting to see that smoke. So they overlook. Then you know niggas ain't vegetarians too. So a motherfucker that ain't vegetarian, he don't want to sit there and watch a whole vegetarian show most of the time.
Word, like I'm sure them car shows be good, but I don't know if you know this. I ain't never learned how to drive, and like so a car show be boring as fuck to me. But you know, you done had a lot of high profile moments since the last time we had an episode, the Michael Rappaport shit. So to break that down, basically, you did an episode mentioning that you used to see Michael Rappaport growing up, and then did you ever actually do an episode with him on the phone talking to him?
Nah, we supposed to, man. We both bullshitting. We both be bullshitting, missing each other and shit like that. But eventually,
but he spoke on it online, right? Like he did like an IG story and everything, and like not just shared it, like he was talking about it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he posted the story and shit. Then you know the shit was on World Star too. So I'm sure he heard a lot of niggas from seeing that shit on World Star was hitting him up and shit. So he know what it is. But I mean, that's my son. A nigga gonna motherfucking do that story soon with a nigga too. I be trying to spread out that celebrity shit, man. You know, I'm kind of proud that majority of the channel is not celebrities. Like, you feel me? Like I'm out here trying to create new celebrities with these jail stories. You feel what I'm saying? But the few celebrities that I do have on the channel that's showing support, like Shannon Briggs, shit like that. You know what I mean? That's all extra love. I love it, man. You feel what I'm saying?
And that was organic. That was just off him finding your channel. You know, it's not like somebody, but like you didn't have like a friend in common or anything. Like that was off. I like this shit. I want to be on it.
Nah, yeah, we from the same hood, so it's like, you know, it's 6 degrees of separation. You're always gonna know somebody, a nigga know, and all of that. You feel what I'm saying?
But that wasn't the avenue to y'all linking up though.
Nah, he found the show on his own. Same with Fat Man Scoop and all everybody else that's showing love. They found the show on their own because, you know, I'm taking over New York City with this shit, bro.
Like my roommate from Job Corps. Remember I sent you that shit?
Oh yeah. I need some Job Corps stories too, because I heard that shit was out of control.
Hey, well, I went to 2 Job Corps. The one in West Virginia was way more out of control because you could leave the campus for the whole weekend, and they had these rent controlled apartments, right? I don't know if you know this, but in Job Corps you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, but it'd be like some $15 shit or some shit, right? So like you could take your paycheck if you was over 18 to the rent controlled apartments and rent a fucking apartment. So I had an apartment in this projects in Charleston, West Virginia for $20 a month off the no bullshit. You know, like I ended up going to college out there for a couple of years, and I kept that shit the whole time. Matter of fact, I kept that shit like a year after I left, and like and it was just like, you know, party spot. Like even after I left Job Corps, like they used to say I forgot what day it was, but it was like New Girl Tuesdays or whatever. But new people would come in, so I'd have like a party at the jump. But my man, I give you a funny job story, or at least I find it funny real quick. Homeboy that saw my name on one of your shows when you put a little clip of our show, because you know he started watching your shit real heavy. All right, my man from Delaware, right, and he was a football player, and homeboy he don't got an ounce of fear in his motherfucking heart. And this Job Corps, and this is like right before Y2K, this Job Corps got like a bunch of these white bammers in it that I guess like they I don't know, like cut their arms out of school or wrote pentagrams on the wall and shit. But they had like trench coats and all that type shit, you know what I mean? And like the fucking jeans, it was all like super big, and they either had the Chucks with the pen stains on them or some dirty boots or some shit. And on Fridays, there was like this little gazebo that was out in a little bit of ways in the cut, because you know the joint was still like 95% black people from the hood. So like they go off on their own little shit, and they be playing some, I don't know, whatever the fuck motherfuckers like that listen to, Slipknot or some shit, and they do a little mosh pit, right? So homeboy I showed you the DM from, it was like he fucks with your show. My man Ed from Delaware, he ain't never heard of the concept of a mosh pit before, right? And he was like, oh shit, so they just hitting each other and they cool with that? And I was like, yeah, they be doing that. Man, he went right out that motherfucker, and I swear to God, he did like this little shit for like a second, but then like a dude kind of pushed him, right? Man, he water boy tackled this motherfucker, broke one arm on the left side and one leg on the right side. One motherfucker hit, boy, And I swear to God, the next day he was like, "Man, I love mosh pits."
Niggas is stupid, man.
Yeah, bro. I never forget that shit as long as I live. So like, I know you usually don't want to be talking about like no current rappers too much, but I'm curious. Do you be fucking with the verses?
Yeah, I don't be sitting there watching the whole shit like that, but you know, I be catching the clips and the excerpts and shit online, and them shits be fire and shit. You feel me? I was watching the clips from that Ja Rule and Fat Joe shit the other day, but I ain't see majority of it.
Got you, man, bro. I ain't gonna lie. After the Gucci Jeezy and the Dipset locks, I probably wouldn't. If it hadn't been for that, I probably wouldn't have watched the Fat Joe Ja Rule. And now I'm down the rabbit hole looking at SWV versus Escape. I don't watch like half the Soldier Boy versus Bow Wow.
See, I ain't see none of these shits, bro. I ain't see none of those. I gotta
Man,
check out that SWV versus Escape though.
man, I hate to tell you, be disappointed. I forgot which one of them barely get off the couch. You
I
know,
gotta check that shit out, man. Yeah,
it,
them versus battles is crazy, bro. Them shits is crazy. They gotta start doing producers. They gotta start doing producers with just straight beats, my nigga.
You saw Cat Williams. Well, that's how it started with Timberland versus Swiss Beats. They own it and run it. But you saw Cat Williams called out Kevin Hart for a comedy versus.
Yeah, that'd be very historic.
Man,
That'd be very historic, bro.
Man, I love that shit. Hey, but you know, to bring a full circle back to when you well, not when you were making music, but when you were making mixtapes, like physical mixtapes. Do you remember when it would be like somebody versus somebody, but it wasn't really like you had one with Snipe Life, I remember for sure.
I was the king of that versus shit, bro. I'm the nigga that kind of really started the versus craze, bro. I had Saint Laz versus Jay-Z, Saint Laz versus Lil Wayne. You understand what I'm saying? With $200 covers on them shits. You know what I mean? Paying a real cartoonist to draw that shit anime status, and I was putting them shits out, bro. I had a Saint Laz versus the Game. These is lost mixtapes that nobody got or nobody could find. I know I can't find them shits. But little Saint Laz versus Lil Wayne, Saint Laz versus the Game, Saint Laz versus fucking 50 Cent, or I think, or G Unit, I can't remember. But
hey, did you put your 50 Cent song on there?
Definitely.
Had
And but the whole versus shit, it wasn't like, you know, me dissing niggas or
right. It would be like
song
alternating songs, except for like if there were songs together, then they would be
right. But the DJ that was fucking with it, the nigga DJ Fade, he was kind of an instigator. So he was kind of like, you know, some of that shit wasn't good. Like we did the Saint Laz versus Jay-Z. He was talking mad shit on the tape. Like it was fun at the time. It was fun and shit like that. But niggas take shit like that personal. So a nigga can't be like antagonizing another rapper and calling his name out because it's a versus battle on a mixtape. Like, and he was doing shit like that. So you know what I mean? I'm sure a couple of those artists might have heard that. Was like, fuck is this nigga using my name and shit. But marketing wise, it was dope. We was getting stupid fire ass covers, putting a star on the shit, Saint Laz versus the Game. That shit was moving, bro. Putting that shit on that pip, shit was getting crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm the nigga who kind of started that whole versus shit on the mixtape, real fast.
damn, that's what's up. I'm glad I asked that question. I ain't know that.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, put in Saint Laz versus, you're gonna come up with all type of shit. I had the Saint Laz versus Snipe Life, 2 volumes of that. Saint Laz versus Snipe. It was just, I mean, a bit.
See,
most of
that's on that Piff.
It was like
you
10
can still find that on you can find that one on that Piff still.
Yeah, that's still on that. But I don't know if both volumes is on there because there's 2 volumes to that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a double.
You remember Mixtape Torrent?
Definitely. Mixtape Torrent still pops right now. My shit is on there.
Yeah, I was about to say those albums is probably there, but it's probably probably no one uploading the torrent, so you can't download them.
That shit is dumb. That's why I don't like torrents. Like that shit is stupid. Like the album is there, but you can't get it because other motherfuckers is not currently uploading it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Or sharing it or whatever. That's just fucked up, bro.
I never really understand that shit all the way.
Yeah, that shit is retarded, bro. For lack of a better word. I gotta stop saying that word. But like, yo, know what I mean? Yeah, my nigga, that shit is whack though. I mean, it's all type of albums on Mixtape Torrent that I put out that I want, and I can't get them shits because I learned a lesson with that dumb shit. You gotta back shit up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But like that Hero album, I had an album, Invincible, all of that shit is on there, my nigga. All of that shit is on there.
Man, you know who probably got a copy of it? Mix Unit. I bet you Mix Unit still got hard drives with all them shits in it.
Mix Unit, I think Mix Unit had those Versuz joints too. I think they had.
I know they did, bro. Before I even knew you, I used to stay seeing you on Mix Unit.
Yeah, I had a crazy Mix Unit freestyle too that I did exclusively for Mix Unit. That shit was fire. You know what I mean? Real talk, my nigga. But like, yeah, man, there's a lot of lost mixtapes out there that I gotta find, man. So if niggas is out there and they got their hands on them classic Saint Last mixtapes, holla at me, my nigga. So I need them shits for real, for real. There's a lot of them shits I missing. I lost so many songs, bro. I lost thousands of songs, my nigga. Like, I ain't even exaggerating. I done lost computers. I forget about shit out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see that shit, I literally won't remember them shits, my nigga.
Word, man, me and my wife be arguing about that. Like if some get tucked away, I forget it and never use it. You know what I mean? Like she be mad that I be having exercise equipment out. But I'm like, if I have it out, I'll see that shit and get bored and pick it up and do it. You know what I mean? But if that shit's all tucked in the closet, even though it ain't no big deal, really, then it becomes, oh, I gotta go get it and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I know that sound whack, but I mean, perception is reality, right?
Man, listen, bro, I done had a whole fucking universal machine in my crib, and that shit became a closet. They was just hanging shit on that shit all day, every day. It's like I learned my lessons from. I need to work outside the crib, bro, because if I got shit in the crib, that shit goes to waste, my nigga. I had a good ass universal. I regret that shit. I had a great universal machine, my nigga. I mean, I could have been putting it where I wish I had that shit right now. You understand what I'm saying? Where a nigga could do curls and the lat machine and all of that. I had that shit right in the crib, bro, with the dip bar and all of that.
Man, I mean, just get a good pull-up bar. That's all you need. I'm do like chin-ups and pull-ups.
Yeah, I'm like 250, man. So I be nervous with that pull-up bar shit on over the door shit and all of that. That shit'll come pop right off. I'll be in the hospital some motherfucking way. But I need the joint that's the one that's just a metal stand. Where's the dip bar and the pull-up bar in one on a metal stand that you just stand in your crib. That shit is fire. But yo, my nigga, listen, I ain't trying to cut this shit short. I want to go in. I want to talk about all type of shit. But like a dick face, I keep forgetting. My mom's had fucking surgery today, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And I keep forgetting that fucking visiting hours is over at 7 o'clock. I'm bugging the fuck out. So I'm about to run over there to the hospital right now. But when I get back, my nigga, we could go back in on this shit. Or later on tonight, we can go back in on this shit and do some more shit, bro. Like, I mean, and really talk some shit. And we got to do that shit too. I ain't playing no games. We got to do that shit we talking about over the phone.
I know doubt. I mean? All right, hey, let me end this genre real quick, but stay on for a second. Well, shit, there you go. St. Laz Super Facts Show, Mark Waldo Ward Super Facts Network.